Get your St. Louis MMA fix at knucklejunkies.com.
This video is sponsored by Brad Carey with Realty Executives Premier.
Man, I think the highs and lows of 2016 has to be the highest, probably Bellator, when we had the dual event. We had record sales through the undercard, and everybody that contributed did an amazing job. The fights they were on there, and a cage and a ring, it's got to be probably the highlight of the year, but it also, I think that you look at it and go, well, that was a huge dynamite card for St. Louis and Bellator as well. The lows of the year, I think the low of the year was we had a card in November at Lumiere. It was a mixed card. It just kind of fell apart in the makings, and Kurtz and Dowdy, and a lot of guys said they were going to do things that didn't come through. So, hey, that's the parts of the highs and the lows. And at the end of the day, I mean, you got to learn from it and move forward. The biggest thing we got probably coming up in 2017 is, it'll be our 20-year anniversary at our gym. So, Finney's will be open 20 years in October, and then we'll have a Shamrock FC 300. It'll be our 300 event in December at River City. So, I mean, those are two monumental moments that I think that everyone's going to celebrate. It's one of these situations where it's like, people say, oh, well, watch your kids grow up because it's going to go so fast. Just be careful, it's going to go so fast. And I look back and go, it's been 20 years since we've had the gym. It'll be 19 years for the promotions in July, so it just blows my mind. But just sit back and enjoy it, man. I mean, I feel like, we're definitely gonna. You can't stay complacent and stay where you're at. I mean, we're definitely going to up our games when it comes to the fights. We got some news. We're going to, not news. I mean, some things you're going to see as far as production goes. I think you've already seen some in Kansas City. We're going to really step it up this year and make the fighters feel even more special than they already feel, because they deserve it. And truthfully, like, the fans that have supported us so well throughout the years, and we can't say, okay, well, yeah, this is a great show. Well, we got to keep improving on that show. I feel like one thing that we're going to really do this year is we're going to put on some marquee matchups, and I think that we announced here in January. In May, we're going to do Bobby Volker versus Zach Lucia, and those are the type of fights that we want to really get to and get on the national level and just keep pushing the envelope. And it shows. I mean, I say it shows because the fighters respect it, the fans respect it, and truthfully, it gets some more energy in the offices, and everyone loves it. So when we're all talking. We've never had a better January than we're at right now, as far as like just pure energy in the room and just positive stuff, man. I think there's a lot of stuff going on. We're not one of these people to go out and tell everybody all the stuff we have coming up. We're going to do this and we're going to do that, and actions speak louder than words. And I think you sit back and watch. So, speaking of marquee matchups, I mean, the marquee matchup we're talking about, Zach Lucia and Bobby Volker fight for the title, and the winner of Aaron Heifeld and Eric Irvin are going to fight the winner of that fight. So that's going to be, so the number one contender match is going to be the main event, which is going to be Aaron Heifeld against Eric Irvin at the River City. And I think you see some names that are already on that card a little bit, but we have that card in March is going to be stacked. I mean, with the card even in January for Lumiere, we're kind of setting the bar high already. So I think that where we're at, even with January with Kansas City, was a great card. That was an amazing card up there. I mean, Rob Dowder once again outdid himself. I mean, he did a hell of a job. He really did. And, and then we're going to step it up in River City, man. So it's going to be good. And I'm looking forward to Heifeld and Irvin. And, you talk to 10 people and 5 people are going to say Irvin, so 5 people are going to say Heifeld. Eric Irvin knows how to win. Aaron Heifeld knows how to knock people out. So, I mean, you tell me what's going to happen. And then I think in Shamrock FC 300, we got some big plans. So stay tuned on that one, because, we've actually already got 2 bouts signed for that one. So that are going to be amazing, and I think that the St. Louis crowd will definitely appreciate it, and I know that we appreciate them, so it's going to be an amazing year. So I think that we've already announced a couple guys we've already signed, and being Curtis Ellers and Dwayne Diggs. I don't know if it's out yet, but we just signed Dwayne Diggs as well. So I think that, this is it's an ideal situation for us. It's an ideal situation for the fighters. All these guys want to stay active. We want to fight. We want to fight. We want to fight. We want to stay active, and we're saying, okay, well, you want 5 fights in 18 months, five fights in 24 months. You tell us how many times you want to stay active, and we'll try to make that happen to our best ability. And we're looking for guys that are prospects, that are big prospects. That are also guys they've been around the block, that want another shot at it. And I look forward to announcing a couple of these other guys here coming up soon. Of course, yes, I'm the owner of Shamrock FC, but I'm also, people want to sit back and give me all the credit all the time, and I say this, and I truly mean this, like, yeah, I'm the guy that gets all the credit here, but truly it's the staff around me and the guys, and I don't say staff because I consider it a team. Truly, like, I got sick last Saturday. I got sick at the fights the day before, and I was throwing up all the night before, and it was just rough. And I was able to get to the show, and I was in the hotel room, and truly, like, I wanted to just to go down as a fan to watch the fights. And when I went down there, everything's set up, everything's ready to go, everything's on point, walkthroughs are done. I'm the guy that gets all the credit, but it's truly, I'm not the guy that deserves it. It's the team around me that deserves all the credit. So I get asked all the time if Bellator's gonna be back here pretty soon. We almost just put a deal together last week to bring something here in the first quarter of this year, and we ended up not doing the deal. Simply, things just didn't work out the way we were supposed to. We might be going to Kansas City this year with Bellator. You never know. We might come back to St. Louis. We're going to sit back and we're going to see how things evaluate themselves and go from there. Because at this point, last year was great. We did one show and it was amazing. The year before we did 2 shows, and I didn't think people actually truly appreciated it bringing 2 shows. So I think that if we could probably, Kansas City's been a great city to us, and it's like our second home. But now it's like Kansas City's really stepping it up. I mean, we've sold the last 4 to 5 shows out up there, and the fighters, and Kansas City, the fighters truly, not that St. Louis doesn't, but the fighters up there truly appreciate it. The fans truly appreciate a great show. And so I feel like the fans of Kansas City really deserve a Bellator show. And we'll see. I mean, it really, all the chips have to fall into place. And if Mr. Coker comes calling, and we'll see what happens. So I definitely have to say that my proudest moment of 2017 was Guns N' Hoses. We had a record attendance. We had record fundraising efforts for the Backstabbers and the police. And for Shamrock FC, we do everything for the mixed martial arts. And we were able to raise a significant amount of money for the men and women who protect and serve us. And I absolutely want to say thank you to them as well. So I think that 2016 was an amazing year. I think that 2017 is probably going to be a little bit better year. Quality-wise and quantity-wise, we're staying about the same as far as quantity. But I can tell you this, each year, you can never go backwards. And the production that we've done in Kansas City, we do more and more. And yes, it costs more and more, but at the end of the day, you can't ever give somebody something and then take it away. And I feel like that's what's gotten us far for 19 years now. And I feel like in 2017, you're only going to see bigger and better. And then 2018 is even more. So hey, stick with us. I appreciate everybody's support and look forward to 2017 and many years to come.
knucklejunkies.com